Maddiekuma.
We need the damn
Maddiekuma streams.
All about me. I understand. Even I forgot for a second that I'm a streamer. But I'm back. I'll try to grind again. Oh, you guys, I've been to... Last 2 weeks, the Americans were here, right? My American mods. They were here for 2 weeks. It feels like they were here for like 2 years. I am so exhausted. We went to like... Because they were like, oh, we're never in Europe. Like, we want to see the Czech Republic. We want to see Italy. We want to see Germany. It was not even vacation. This is like... It was like an exercise for me. And okay, where do we start? Wait, which story do I tell first? Let's start at the beginning. Prague. I think Prague was the first notable stop on our journey in Europe. Prague was really chill. Everyone was just chilling. Except for Beckerin and Nilly, who were having an awful time. They were trying to park, and one thing you need to know about Europe is parking. It's not a thing here, not in big cities, not unless you pay for like a parking garage. They were fighting for their lives. I remember that we went to this restaurant where they served the food in a little train. And I remember like Rema, Raf, and me, we arrived early at the train restaurant because we found a parking spot. We ordered our food, you know, the little train is like bringing us the food. It's like bringing us, like Raf ordered like a whole beer train. It just brought him 4 different kinds of beer. Meanwhile, Nilly and Beckerin in the other car are just sitting there like screaming, fighting for their life, trying to find a parking space. And we were just like, oh, look at the little beer train. It's bringing little beer. Look at that train. Get wrecked, Americans. Get wrecked. Don't rent a car if you plan to go to Prague. That's what we learned for that. This is so embarrassing. I didn't want to tell you guys this, but actually, so we had quite a story going to Italy. So you know how it is sometimes, you know, you drink the Jägermeister, you are a little bit drunk. So I just want to tell you, when you're a little bit drunk on the Jägermeister, don't print out your flight tickets. I ended up checking into my flight when I was like really drunk, but I was like, it's fine. The flight is tomorrow morning. I got the flight ticket. The flight is at 10:50. My drunk ass brain did not read those numbers correctly. We show up at the airport at 10. We're like, okay, 10, we have 50 minutes. We're checked in. We just need to go through security. Easy, right? Easy. I look at the fucking board where it says the flight information, and it says like Naples. I'm like, huh? And then I look down at my thing, and I look at my ticket, and then I look up at the flight information, and like my stomach fucking drops because we arrive at 10. The fucking plane is leaving in 5 minutes. I'm just sitting there like, huh? Guys, if you're severely alcoholized, when printing out your flight tickets, make sure someone else looks at it, okay? Just don't do it. Like, don't be the only person responsible. I was just like, guys, guys, the boarding's already closed. Eventually, we booked a different flight. Initially, it was like 3 hours or something to get to Naples, by flight. But then we booked a different flight, 8 hours. 8 hours with a 4-hour layover in fucking Paris. I bought a Remy plushie because we are in Paris, okay? I need the Remy from Ratatouille. But yeah, we arrive in Naples. We exit the airplane. First fucking thing that hits me, disgusting smell. It smelled like poop on that airport. Airbnb was up a fucking hill. After that long ass day, we had to walk up a fucking hill. We were like, okay, we're just gonna shower and then sleep and everything will be fine. We arrive at the Airbnb, we go in, you know, there's a little lockbox. They have, the Airbnb sent us the code, no problem. We go in, we open the apartment door. There's 2 more doors that should lead to the bedrooms because there's only a couch in that room, right? A couch and a kitchen. Like, the toilet and the bedrooms were all behind the other 2 doors. Guys, the other 2 doors were fucking locked. They were locked. There was 2 other little key boxes But there was no code for them. And the Airbnb host was already asleep because it was really late. Yeah, Rema tried calling them. Rema tried waking them up. It's a fucking escape room. Like the other way around. It's a break-in room. And like the mods stood there just like trying to feel the code. They were like pulling out the lockpick lawyer videos. They were working so hard. But at some point, thank God, after like 20 minutes, I just hear Raph like scream. He managed to unlock it, absolute mad lad. There was a shower and there was one bedroom, and that gave like everyone such a boost of hope that we managed eventually. I think it was Rema who managed to hackerman his way into the second room. The Airbnb host the next day was just like, the keys were not supposed to be in the lock boxes. They were supposed to be on the table. So I can tell you guys, while Italy may suck in a lot of aspects, the food was fantastic that we had for the most part. On that same day, we had amazing pasta. We were like, oh, we want like the tourist menu with starters. It was like $20 per person. And we were expecting like a small starter, a meal, you know. They keep bringing us starters upon starters upon starters. We were like, oh my God, we cannot eat all of this food. They were bringing us lasagna, eggplant lasagna. They were bringing us like fish, like fried fish. They were bringing us meatballs. No, those meatballs were so good. I would gobble down those balls any day. I swear, I would gobble them down any day. There was so much starter food, and we hadn't even gotten our main courses yet, so that was definitely wild. And you know what? It was freaking delicious. That pasta was amazing. We were so scared we would get like upcharged as hell for that, but the waiter was really nice. And actually, we only paid for the tourist menus. It was amazing. I really loved it. Like that restaurant, I was worried about getting scammed, but I actually didn't get scammed. 12 out of 10 would recommend. On the second day, we went to the beach and to the aquarium, and the beach was amazing. Like the water temperature was so good. It was like it was just perfect for the hot summer day. I was walking to the beach, almost passing out. I stepped into the water. I was amazing. Amazing water temperature. It was really good. Did they talk with their hands? I think a lot of them did, yeah. But every food place we went to, the Italians were arguing. The lady who owned the Airbnb offered us a 20% discount at the restaurant, and then also like a free wine. So we were like, sure. So we go to that restaurant, and then the waiter is like, guys, you want another starter? You can share it. It's like fish. It's like a small portion of fish. It's not expensive. Reba was like, yeah, sure, we'll take the fish. Like, it's just a small portion. We can share it. Yeah, that sounds fine. You know, it's just a starter, right? So the fish gets there. It's a fucking massive plate. It's fried fish. It's ginormous. There was like a lot of pieces, but for some reason when you were like eating the fish off the pieces, there was not a lot of meat to them. It was mainly like scales and stuff. Okay, we did not get the wine that was promised to us. And then the waiter comes back with the check. And guess what? That fucking fish that he said was a small portion and cheap, fucking 55 euros for some fucking fish? It was the most expensive meal we had because of that fucking fish. I fucking hate that fish. So we're now on the last day of the trip to Naples. Everyone packed their bags. We wake up at 9 a.m. We want to leave the house at 9:30 to get to the airport. The flight was at like 2 p.m. or something. Like, it was pretty late, but we just wanted to be there early. After we missed the flight there, we were like, we're not taking any chances. We will be there early. Everyone packs their bags, leaves the house. Everyone is like, do you have all your stuff? Yes. Okay. We leave the keys inside. We close the door. We close the door, walk 5 steps. Nilly's like, shit, my suitcase is still inside. You do not know the feelings we had in that moment. We were like, Nilly, what do you mean your suitcase is still inside? So my fuck up, we missed the flight because of me. Nilly's fuck up, suitcase. Everyone's messing up on this trip. Everyone's messing up. It was so funny. Last year, I was too scared to meet mutuals at a convention because I was like, what if I'm all socially awkward? Fuck that. From now on, I'm always meeting mutuals. If you're my mutual, show up at my house anytime. I love you. I love you. Honestly, going to Dokumi and meeting all these amazing other VTubers and like seeing so many VTuber booths and artist booths, it just like it gave me a huge boost of motivation to continue and to do better and to do more. This I pledge hereby I will sleep 1 hour less every day. Instead of 23 hours, I will now sleep 22 hours and use that remaining hour to stream. That's right, gamers.